Good day, everyone. For today's video, yours truly and my partner, Maria Camila Ancaputara, will present and discuss the ICT roadmap in education for the Philippines that we created. Our ICT roadmap title is Empowering ICT Integration in Education. We know that for the past years, technology has been part of our education system, and it helps us students and teachers in so many ways. The reason why we came up with this title is to expand more the knowledge of the students and the teachers in using ICT properly in education. Our point here is to increase the engagement and motivation of the learners in every discussion using ICT. Also, to enhance the teacher's competence by acquiring new set of skills on how to use ICT for them to be able to teach effectively and utilize ICT in the teaching process to meet the learning goals.
Rationale. Talking about ICT in the field of education truly give a huge impact in better facilitation of the teaching and learning process. Technology nowadays considered as one of the important tools in achieving goals in the different sector in the society, including the sector of education. Thus, crafting several ICT projects is needed in the education sector because of the following. Number one, it improves the quality of education that will lead every learner's success. ICT enhances the quality of education in several ways by expanding every learner's inspiration, facilitate active, collaborative, creative, integrative, and evaluative learning using different methodologies that develops positive learning development outcome that leads every learner's success. Number 2, it helps to feed individual a knowledge about technology literacy, the concept of it, and have a better understanding on how to use it accurately not only in the sector of education but also in empowering themselves. ICT integration is very essential in empowering every individual's technological literacy, in view of the fact that it will help them to expand their understanding as well as they will have a comprehensive knowledge regarding the proper use of technology. Number 3, assist teacher in acquiring essential skills that will help them in their day-to-day discussion and suitable in today's era, now that we are already in modern world. ICT improve the quality of teaching and learning process. Can be more creative, applying their ICT skills and using innovative methods in their discussion that is up to date and will fit on students' needs and interest. Objectives: to promote computer-based educational resources like applications that will help to improve the quality of education, to expand the understanding of the students about the proper utilization of ICT in the learning and in enrichment of themselves, to provide the teachers the essential knowledge and additional skills that will cater the better implementation of ICT in their discussions to make it process-oriented.
For us to be able to accomplish this, we created 5 projects. First is additional training for teachers about the proper implementation of ICT in teaching and learning process. In attending trainings, teachers will acquire additional skills and knowledge about ICT in education that they can utilize when they are teaching. Second, improving the internet connectivity. Putting up data banks in various parts of the country will help to provide fast internet connection, especially in the provinces. Third, provide sufficient and right equipment and applications in every schools. Having enough and suitable equipment and applications to support the implementation of ICT in education will help the teachers to teach effectively and catch the interest of the students to participate and to learn. Fourth, creating webinars that tackles about technology literacy and ICT in education. In conducting webinars about ICT and technology literacy, teachers and students will obtain knowledge and informations about the basics in ICT, on how to use it wisely and properly in their day-to-day living and in the field of education. Last, annual ICT Genius Competition. This project will help to evaluate the students if they learn about ICT and its role in education. This competition will test their skills and knowledge about ICT. To make sure that the project that we created will be able to carry out, we made a timeline that will serve as a guide to us. This timeline will cover 10 years. For the first 2 years, for the year 2022 to 2023, the first project that we want to do is the additional trainings for teachers about the proper implementation of ICT in the teaching and learning process. We put it in the first 2 years because we believe that the teachers are the very important tool in school. Even if there are enough equipments or facilities, if teachers doesn't have enough skills and knowledge about ICT, teaching and learning will not be able to success. For the year 2024 to 2025, improving the internet connectivity is our next goal. This will help the teachers to use ICT productively and less hassle because they will not experience loss of internet connection or lag, even if they are in the provinces or coastal areas. In 2026 to 2027, we will create webinars that tackles about technology literacy and ICT in education. Because of the good internet connection, it is now easy to create webinars. By this, teachers will gain additional knowledge, strategies, and techniques in using ICT in education. In student also, by attending webinars, they will learn information on how to use ICT in the learning process. Provide sufficient and right equipment and application in every school is the project that we decided to do in the year 2028 to 2029. We know that there are equipments and applications present in our schools since technology became part of our education system because the government provided it for us. But not all the schools has enough equipment. We decided to do this in this year because by this, teachers and students will be able to use their learnings and skills they gain from the trainings and webinars. They can now use various tools, equipments, and applications correctly in education. Last project for the year 2030 to 2031, the annual ICT Genius Competition. This will serve as a evaluation not only for the students if they learn something about ICT on how to use it, but also to the teachers if they teach effectively. The teachers will be evaluated based on the results of the scores of the students and how they perform. This will help also to determine if there are still areas that is needed to attend and need solutions.